Okay, so we can start now. See, let me explain you this context and all. Look at here. If I am going to create any rule, it's not only property, it can be any rule, right? Any rule when you create, while you are creating a role, here you'll see apply to. Apply to means
In which class?
the class in which you wanted to create this role, and the other one context. Here you see, we don't talk about this one now. We'll talk about only these two contexts. One is framework, other one is implementation context. We are choosing either of these contexts as per our requirement. You don't have knowledge so far about this context and all. See, but before we talk about this, just simply tell me. So let me draw a diagram. So here you go. These are two different contexts. Okay. This is context 1 and this is context 2. So let's say this is framework, FW app context. Okay. And this is implementation application context. Implementation application context means the scope of the rule. Suppose if you choose framework application, scope of the rule is framework level plus that can also be used in implementation. Suppose if you choose implementation application context, the scope of the rule is only up to implementation. Okay, now see, just understand with respect to classes what we have. We have STFM in the framework. We have okay. Let me just minimize the font size. So STFM, FW, and what is the other class? Let's say state form and work. This is the class, right? Framework class. In framework class, let's say I have a property. Let's say property 1. And coming back to implementation application context. And here you have STFM. What is the other one? Yeah, state FM and work. Let's say work. I'm sorry. And work. This is implementation class. In implementation class, we have a section. Let's say section 1. Now, can I use this property from framework to towards implementation, right? This property I wanted to include into the section. Now, this is possible or this is not possible?
Possible.
This is possible because the class inheritance is matching. So far, everyone clear? This is simply if I write possible, you will be able to understand that is relation between property and section. If you listen to this closely now. So the next one, here you go. Again, framework and something like implementation application context. FW app context, and this is implementation app context. Now, this is again same. FW class, I'll simply write FW class means work class. FW work class, and this one is implementation work class. Now you have property here. Okay, you have section here. Customer details. I'm sorry. Let's say section 1. Section 1. And here you have property. Property 1. Now property you have to include in section, right? That means this is reverse. Is this possible? This is
No.
not possible because only class inheritance we are seeing as of now. Class inheritance is not matching. Like child class role, you cannot get into parent classes. This to clear everyone? Now I am going to write something here. This is implementation app context. I'm sorry, implementation app context, and this is also implementation app context. Implementation app context. Otherwise, I'll go with framework. Okay. Okay. Implementation app context. Implementation app context. One is fair enough. Application context is implementation, and here class. In implementation application context, can you access framework classes? Can you access? Okay, you can access, right?
Yes.
So here Okay, what is the framework class? STFM. Okay, I will simply write down FW work class. FW work class. This is FW work class, and this is implementation work class. So you have property here, and section here. This is possible or not possible?
This
Now
is
this property
same
I wanted to get
implementation.
into same application context, no issues. Same implementation application. Okay, within the same application, but classes are parent and child. Parent class rule I am getting into child class. Possible? It is possible. Okay, so let me give the screenshot. Let me keep it aside for some time. And here I'm going to create a document. I will just write down the matter maybe sometime later. Here I go. With save this 563. Yeah. Okay, let me keep it aside. And here you go. This one so far everyone clear, right? Now let me draw the diagrams. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, this is implementation app context, and this is FW app context. Observe closely. Context of this one is implementation application. This one is framework application. Okay. Now from implementation can access framework classes. Can we access? Now this is FW work class, and you have a property here, property 1. And from framework I cannot access implementation classes for sure. I can only access framework classes. Same FW app, FW work class. FW work class, and here section 1. Okay. Now I have to use property into section, right? This is the way we need to use this. Let me go here. Property we have to get into section. Is this possible or not possible? So within the same class, is it possible or not possible? If you look at
Not
the class
possible.
inheritance, it should be possible, class inheritance. But PRPC will not only take class inheritance while using the rules. Okay, it will also consider the application context. So inheritance is not with respect to only classes, but also it will be with application context. Scope of the property 1 is there only for implementation application level, even though it is in framework class. And section is there in framework class, framework application context. From framework, can you look up the rules which are available at the implementation application? Even though class inheritance is matching, this is not possible. This one is not possible. This is clear, everyone? So this is not possible because here application inheritance is not matching. Not matching means, so from child application you are trying to pull the rule into parent application. Is that possible? It is not possible. So from your framework application you are trying to, sorry, from your implementation application rule you are trying to get into framework application. Even though class inheritance is matching, this will not be possible because application inheritance also should match. So that means while you are accessing class to class inheritance plus application to application inheritance also should match. If I do it reverse, arrow mark means property here in framework class, section therein, okay, let me write down the same again. So here you go. This is implementation application context, IMPL app context, and here you go with the other one. This is FW app context, and here FW work class, and the below one is again FW work class. Now here you have section 1, and here you have property 1. Now can you get this property from here into section? Always direction will be property 2 towards section. for your better understanding. Now, this property can I use in the section above? We can use it this time because your section is in the child class. Sorry, your section is in child application. Property is in parent application. Both are same classes. So this situation is possible. This is possible. Everyone clear? So the application while you are choosing here, how would you choose the application? Is look at here. How would you choose the application is, suppose if you are creating any rules in implementation class, always the practice is go with implementation application context. Okay, if you're creating rules in framework classes, always go with framework application context. These two, everyone clear? This is just a blind practice. You are creating in implementation classes. Okay, look at here. If I am choosing framework context, and if I choose an implementation application implementation class, am I getting the rule sets? Why? Because this class is not visible to framework. Framework application cannot see implementation classes, and the rule sets also not mentioned there. Actually, I will talk about rule sets sometime later. Just for your information, what I mean to say ultimately here is you cannot create like this. Possible to create, possible to proceed. It is not possible without the last option. Okay, so you cannot create like this. If I choose STFM, is it possible? Now you see here, because your organization is common to framework and implementation. Now, one situation is, if you okay, one thing is if you're creating rules in implementation related classes, what should be the context? Either implement, okay, one thing is implementation context. The other one is if you're creating rules in framework classes, context is framework. These two clear, everyone? Next point is if you're creating rules in organization, which context? Because organization is common, right? How would you decide between the context? Now for organization class, both contexts are visible. See, rule sets are coming both places. So both contexts can be used for organization. Which one you'll choose? When both are available, you have to choose according to your requirements, right? So if you feel like the rule should be, suppose during migration means, suppose you are packaging this code as a one single jar file, you want to move to other environment. While packaging, let's say you're packaging framework alone, implementation alone. While you're packaging, if you feel it has to be part of framework package, then it has to be part of framework coding, then what is the context? It should be framework context. Suppose while packaging, you, even though you created an organization class, you do not want it to come along with the package of framework, then it should be in the implementations. Means if you make it available in framework application context, while taking the code as a package file, it will come. Okay, while you are packaging framework, if you choose it as an implementation application context, even though it is organization, while you are packaging the roles as part of implementation application, then it is going to come for implementation application. Okay, like this, if you want this rule to be, and access wise how it will be available, if you create a rule in organization class, implementation context. Okay, I will tell you other way around. This one also I'll give you diagram so that you can better understand. Up to this, everyone clear? This one is clear, right? Okay, let me go ahead now with organization. Okay, I think I have already given this. I'm sorry. Now let's go ahead with FW class. Okay, simply FW app context. I'm sorry, FW app context, and here class is organization class. Okay, and here implementation application, and here class is implementation work class. Right? Implementation work class is child class of organization class. Okay, now you have property here. Everyone following, right? And you have section here. Now tell me, can I get this property into section? Can we get this property into section?
Yes.
Class inheritance is matching. Application inheritance is also matching. So in here, this is possible, right? This is possible to get. Okay, this is fine. Next, let me draw another diagram. So here you go. This is implementation app context, and this is FW app context. And you have organization class. Implementation app context, do you have organization class? And you have FW work class, let's say. Okay, means FW work class is child class of organization class. Okay, so here you have a property 1, and here you have section. This property I want to get into section. Now in this situation, is this possible or not possible? This is
Possible.
Not possible.
not possible. What is the reason it is not possible?
App context.
Even though class inheritance parent child is matching, application contexts are not matching. This is similarly how we have discussed between implementation and framework, the same way organization and also. So that means while you are creating the rules in organization class, it doesn't mean that it will be available everywhere to access in all child classes. Apart from inheritance, class inheritance, what else should match? Suppose if I create a rule, if a rule is there in organization class, but the application context is in implementation, and I'm creating a section in framework class, thinking like organization class property is there. I'm creating section in framework class and framework application context. Should I be able to access that property? Should
No.
not be able to access that property because application context is not matching. Here application context is not matching. So your inheritance is not the only criteria during accessing the rules from parent into child. The criteria is also application context. This one is clear, everyone? So how would you choose which application is depends on the scope where you are using. Suppose if I am creating a rule in organization class, do I want it to be part of the framework application or implementation application? I have to decide on. Suppose if I have a rule in organization class, framework application context, can I access that into implementation application? Obviously I can access. It is runtime, but I'm talking about design time. Design time, if you're taking the package of the code, if you take implementation application code package, okay. Now you have an implementation application, you are packaging all the code of implementation application into a zip file. When you zip it, every rule from implementation classes will come. Every rule from organization class will not come. Is it going to be part of this package? No. The rules which are organization class plus implementation application context only will be coming into the package. Organization class I have 10 rules. Let's say 5 rules are framework application, 5 rules are implementation application. If I am packaging implementation application, how many rules I'll get? Only the rest 5 which belongs to implementation application. Framework application will not come. So I mean to say that this is during packaging, just for your information. Okay. So here what I mean to say is you should not think like every rule that is available in organization, it is available to access for implementation. But while you migrate the application, those rules will not be moved. So while creating the rules, you have to think about both. It is not only runtime, it is also migration. If you are packaging and sending it to next level environment, should this rule be part of the product of framework, or should it be part of product of implementation? Suppose if you make it part of framework, that can be used for multiple implementations, right? Suppose you create framework everything, take a package, install on 10 Pega servers. One is banking, one is something else, like different implementations actually. It can be used. So your consideration should be always class inheritance plus what is the other one? Application context. Now do you understand what is application context? So pretty straightforward. 2 points is implementation classes, implementation rule, application context, framework classes, framework application context. This is just for remembering. And organization class, it can be either framework or implementation. This is clear, everyone? Now if you choose framework application context, I'm choosing framework application context. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm choosing implementation application context. Can I access framework classes? For implementation application context, is it going to get the access to framework classes or not?
Yes.
Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so now do you have any situations where you choose implementation application? I'm sorry, what is that I was saying? Implementation application framework class. Within the implementation context, do you choose framework classes to create the rules anytime? Will there be any such possibility or not? Requirements ala untaya undava? But access wise it is possible, right? But requirement, you have to carefully think about the requirements. Okay, and you make sure that if you're choosing implementation context, framework class, you are creating rules. Okay, when you go to framework, actual same class in the framework, you cannot access those rules. Can you access those rules? Suppose I created a property, implementation application context, but framework class. I am creating a rule in framework class, framework application context. Can I access that property? Cheyacha chaylema?
No.
We cannot do access because class inheritance, okay, classes are same, but application context is not matching. So you have to carefully think about application context also while creating. This is clear? Okay, this is clear, everyone. So this screenshot did I give you here? I think I have given already. Okay, so now this is about application context that you have to go ahead and use. Understanding application context. So here we go. These are the two contexts, right? For your information, application context, app context can be chosen while creating the role. While creating the role, you can choose app context. This is the diagrammatical representation of this one. Okay, let me write down here. Everyone clear with the diagrams? Okay, now while creating roles, what is the first point? Creating role in implementation class and implementation app context. We can create roles in implementation class and implementation application context. And what else? We can create roles in FW class and FW app context. This is also clear. Third one is we can create roles in organization class with either FW app context or implementation app context. Are you clear with this third point? All right, how to create, how to choose between these two is up to you. Okay, next one, what is the next one? We can create role in implementation class with FW app context. I'm sorry, in FW classes with IMPL app context. Is this possible or not possible? So I'm creating in framework classes from implementation application context. This is possible. Next one is we cannot create roles. We cannot create roles with, in implementation class with FW app context. Is this possible? It is not possible. So you are creating a rule in implementation class. Obviously, it is not possible, right? FW app context, if you choose and choose implementation class, FW app can look up implementation classes. Can it look up? Framework class cannot look up, framework application cannot look up implementation classes. So it is not possible. If you're creating an implementation classes, app context should be implementation only. If you're creating in FW classes, app context can be implementation or FW. It can look up both classes. Okay. These points, everyone clear? Okay. Now we will also discuss about rule sets now. Everyone clear with app context? Let's go ahead and proceed. Yeah.
I have
please.
one question.
Yeah, please.
If we want to create some rule in the organization class, means it is high above, we are creating for reusability. Why should we go for the IMPL app context?
It depends, man. See, if you're creating an organization and you are choosing implementation class context, implementation application, the reason being this organization rule will be accessible everywhere. Okay, but suppose if I take a product of my framework, this rule is not part of framework. This is part of only implementation. This product should not have this rule. Then I have to choose implementation context. Suppose if this rule is part of the framework product, then I have to choose framework context.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Context. What did you understand from that context? Application context, implementation application context, framework application context. Meaning of that is scope of the rule. See, if I create a rule in application framework application context, the scope of the rule will be framework application plus implementation application. If I create a rule in implementation application, scope of the rule will be only within implementation. I'll add these 2 points also. Context defines the scope, meaning that if we create a rule in FW app context, it will be accessible to FW classes, FW app classes, and IMPL app classes. Now, if we create a rule in IMPL application context, it will be accessible only within implementation app and classes, but not in FW app and classes. Straightforward, right? This is